No clapping. Are we doing the clap? Because you've been missing the clap, nigga. We don't need to clap.
I can play it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll just do what we doing. Don't use his name in vain, nigga. All right. Hello and welcome to Conversational Pressure, the podcast show, where we provide different outlooks, share our truths, and encourage listeners by helping to nurture, heal, and inspire, all while making you laugh, sometimes cry, but ultimately giving you hope. And to my left is my co-host, Dee.
Oh,
And this week we will be doing a Q&A. Letting the listeners, giving the listeners little things about us, learning about us. If that makes sense. um as always, I'm gonna start off by asking my good girlfriend, how your week been?
my week has been good. Since last time we met here, my car's in the shop.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so fun stuff, right?
Mhm.
But other than that, everything's good. I won't complain. How about you?
I'm good. Definitely. Land of the living.
Yes,
Piece of plus.
absolutely.
So to get started, I have a list of questions here. We're gonna ask each other. I guess we'll pick one.
Okay.
I mean, you'll pick one. We'll both answer. I'll pick one. We'll both answer, and we'll go from there. So you want to start?
Um, what is a quality you admire in others?
Oh, you just gonna start at the top?
I'm gonna start at the very top.
Okay. What is a quality? Honesty. Uh, because I look at myself as a very honest person. I definitely admire and respect that in people. When I don't have to try to figure out where you're coming from, or if you're gonna stab me in my back,
Right.
first thing, it makes for a better relationship. You?
For me, I look for loyalty.
Okay.
Um, I'm a very loyal person, and for those who are in my circle, I expect the same loyalty from them. Um, and you kind of see that when you see the type of relationships they have with other people.
Mhm.
So, and of course, you go by how they treat you. But yeah, loyalty, great qualities that I admire.
If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Anything seafood. I love seafood, fish, crab, shrimp, like anything seafood.
Pizza. Pizza is my final answer.
Mm-hmm.
I can eat pizza every day.
I actually had a taste for pizza.
I think because it's Tuesday, I said I was going to do Taco Tuesday, but pizza, it's probably gonna be.
Okay. I like pizza too.
John, I use your pencil. Thank you. It'll do for now. I just need because I want to check off the ones that we did so that we're not in 6. Okay. Oh, and maybe you could say like if you could.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Okay.
Something that I to right now. 13. Describe a time when an insult actually made you proud of yourself.
Mm. It's kind of hard to insult me because I don't take much serious for real.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not insulted easily. So, but I can say this get a little deep. See, you try not to go deep, but this can get a little deep. I had a friend who was of the European persuasion. Can I say that? Who was Caucasian. And I really thought this person was my friend. Like we were tight. We, I had kind of brought her into my family, and long or the short is she called me an N-I-G-G-E-R.
Did she?
Yes. I'm not even going to the whole story of how it came about, but it did. And when I found out the reason I am proud of myself is because of the way I handled it. I did not react in the manner that, well, two things. I did not react out of anger because I was not angry. I was more hurt. But to know me, most people was like, oh, you handled that way differently than I thought you would have. Right. And I'm like, trust and believe. Like my husband was like, okay, listen.
Don't do this.
Yes, don't do right. And I'm like, I can't make no promises. All I can tell you is, because like even when I first seen her, I did not even say anything to her about it. I act like nothing was wrong. But then she just kept talking to me, and eventually I was just like, sweetie, listen here. But yes, I was proud of myself because of the way that I handled it. But it was an insult to the nth degree. And that was what I told her, though. I said, it's a lot of things that you could have called me. You could have called me a B. You could have said, this B getting on my nerves. You could have said a lot of things, but you went for the most hurtful thing that you could. Right. So that's mine. Okay. And you describe a time when an insult actually made you feel proud of yourself.
So I was having a person. And I forget exactly how it went. And it was about somebody who was speaking. They was like using a lot of curse words, and I was like, that's just too much. I understand being able to, express yourself sometimes. I mean, we all get there, but it was like every other word was this, and I was like, bro, that was enough, basically. And it wasn't about the person who I was having a conversation about. It was about somebody else. Looked at me, was like, mother. I was like,
your mother.
Oh. So. Not that I am bougie, but that just showed that I had some standards that other people didn't have, and the expectation of myself, because I wouldn't, I wasn't trying to judge them. It offended me because it was just too much. Over the top, and I was like, well, I'll take that then. Thank you.
Thank you.
But it was, he meant it as an insult, but I mean, initially, and I was just like, wait, what? Why I gotta be an MF? I ain't even say nothing about the bougie part, but why I gotta be an MF, right? But it just showed me how small-minded he was, and I was thankful that wasn't me. I don't think I was. I think I just had stand.
That's right. All right. I'm going for, because what is your favorite quote? I mean, and it doesn't have to be a famous quote. It could just be something that you heard.
Quote. For me, my favorite quote is, I might have said it before, but every new moment is an opportunity to change.
It is. Well, my favorite quote comes from the late, great Paul W. Rumsey Sr. I only shine the front of my shoes because I don't care what you're seeing when I'm walking over.
Oh, right. Okay.
My daddy said that.
All right.
And y'all don't be trying to steal it.
I like that.
We don't care what you're saying from behind.
Oh, that's good. That's good right there. She told us don't be stealing it, but I'm prone to try to steal that. I like that.
I used to laugh when he was saying though, because I'm like, and when I think about it, I'm like, that is literally my personality. So I'm like, oh God, I am my father's child.
No, that's real though.
Yes.
That's real.
I also like though, really do unto others as you would want done unto yourself. Like I feel like that can be applied to every aspect of life.
Every aspect.
Yes. So, yep. Your turn.
All right. Let's
It's a
see.
page 2 too. How about that?
John, don't you throw it away.
And you don't have to do the ones that I
know,
John tried to throw my paper away, y'all, before we started. Trying to throw us off our game.
How did you meet?
The way he looked at me, though, when I asked about the paper, I think I'm offended by it. I was like, okay, we'll tell y'all about that another time. You said, how did you meet?
I was about to do that one. How did you meet your partner? But I changed
Okay.
Are you an introvert or extrovert?
Wow. So here's the thing about that when it comes to me. Once upon a time, I was truly 100% an extrovert in any situation that I was in. I met my then boyfriend, now husband, and he was an introvert. And it seems like now we always say like we have kind of switched roles where he's the one that's like, let's, out there. And I'm just like, let's just stay home.
Right.
So, I feel like it depends upon the situation for me. I always say sometimes I'm just not fit like I'll say, I'm not feeling people either. So that just means I'm going to be in the room, but I'm not in it. You know what I mean? So, but for the most part, I would say that my personality is extrovert. Is that the right word? Why does it sound like that? After I done said it 3 times. You?
Right, so me, I am definitely an introvert. I'm not striking up any conversation unless I see something like going on with you. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be that person that say nobody else told you had that booger hanging out your mouth. I mean, out your nose. Even if I don't know
I don't
you,
like that. Yeah,
even if I don't know you, I'm gonna be the one to say that.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna strike up a conversation. I'm not gonna. That's just not who I am. Somebody talk to me, I'll definitely have the conversation back. But I'm not I don't like to be all eyes on me.
Right.
The one in the room. I am very much introverted. Funny thing is, my husband is total opposite. He's going to be the one in the room. And I'm just like, shh.
Right. Don't bring attention to us.
Right, But that's balance, right? But yeah, definitely an introvert.
Yeah, I agree with that. Knowing you, I agree with that. I mean, that's kind of how you and I.
Yeah. We balance each other.
Yeah, we balance each other out, definitely.
I'm the one sitting in the back in the corner. Go ahead up there.
Go ahead, right. I'm like, come here. Come here. Let me start this conversation for all of us. Yeah, I can definitely. Yeah, you're the intro. I'm the extra.
Yeah.
But and then when it's your turn to be the extra, though, I can just let I have the floor. Shut up and listen to what. No,
that's gonna be hard. Don't you hear her?
Don't you hear her talking? What is happening? What is happening? All right. So my next one is your glass half full or half empty?
I am definitely a half full. Like I try to find the silver lining. I I don't I take things for what they are, but I also understand they could be a lot worse.
Yes.
Yeah. Half full. Half full.
Yeah, me too. I'm definitely a half glass full kind of person. I'm a true believer that, like, if you don't try certain things, then you're not going to know what works if you don't try it. Mm-hmm. Like, I've never been one to shy away from trying something new or just being afraid, to start something. So, because I always, I feel like that's the attitude to have, because when you look at it with glass half full, just look at it, I'm halfway there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Versus looking at what you don't have. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's why I say, like, you look at it, we take it for what it is. We understand that it's half full,
and
so it
could
can go one way or the other.
Look at that.
We understand that. However,
we go in with the expectation.
Yeah, that it's going to go out.
Yes,
it's going to be full eventually, and not holding on to
what couldn't have.
Oh gosh, you got to hold on to this little bit because we losing.
Yeah,
we halfway lost everything. Absolutely.
Your turn.
What do you misunderstand? Whew. Did y'all hear that? What do people misunderstand about you the most?
That. So, okay.
I'm sorry.
What is happening? That most people, when they meet me, think that I am mean.
It's your face.
Hey, yo. Okay. I can take that. But all of those people who have met me at some point have come back and said, you know what? You're not what I thought. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm actually really nice. I mean, now I can get mean. Don't get that twisted. But for the most part, like, I'm not mean to someone unless you take me there. Like, I try to avoid that most times. But yeah, so.
I'm sorry, just to get off topic, just a little bit.
What?
It just made me think about the first time we met.
You always say that, but I don't really remember.
Because that shows us who you are. If you get to know Ab, you're gonna know that she gonna say what she gonna say, she gonna do what she gonna do, and she just going on about her day, just like And it's not that she offended me or was whatever. It was a situation. My husband likes to tell the story because we date in high school.
Right.
How I dumped him.
Right.
And that's what we led with. Hey, my friend D, blah, blah, blah.
And she dumped me in high school.
Yeah, she dumped me in high school. And you just was like, that ain't nice. That wasn't nice. And just was like that. And it was like, so if I was a type of person who get offended easily, I
can see it.
So when it was time for us to really have that first sit down and conversation, that first sit down and talk, I was
like, who is this girl?
I was like, okay, that's fine. And I was like, all right, I'll give this another shot because I knew he had with some crap, right? Yeah. So you could have said a lot more that was worse, or whatever.
Right.
And it wasn't that I wasn't offended. I just laughed like, I stop telling people that.
Right.
Giving people the bad idea. But anyway, so it just took my mind right there.
Right. So no, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, because then when we actually really, really talk,
we just click.
Yeah. And see, and at that point though, your relationship had changed. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we would have been friends regardless, you and I. But during that time, I didn't know you. He just like, da-da-da, and I'm like, okay.
Like, really?
Well, why would you do that?
Right.
Because I was the protector of my bestie. I listened. I had to.
No.
Girl. Because they ain't used to listen.
You still don't listen.
Well, pretty much. But now I know you got them. So I feel like I can fall back now. Yeah. You got them. But it was a little rough there for a while. I was like, Lord, you gonna make me hate to hurt somebody.
Oh, man.
Okay, you. What was the question? What did people misunderstand? Okay.
So mine is kind of too. Because I'm so introvert that I can be passive about things. People and I try to do what I can do to help people. That's just, who I am.
Right.
They even take that as a weakness. Try.
I can see that.
And then when I have to, they look crazy. I'm like, yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Right.
Or I quote unquote stand up or push back or have it. They take it like, well, they ain't had to do all that. Well, I wasn't expecting her to act like that, because you took what you saw,
right,
and thought you perceived a certain image of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the second part is because I am, I'll help almost. People tell me things going on. I have a compassionate, and I might say, you might tell me something. We may work together, may know you, whatever, and then I'll be like, check up on you, make sure you good. Men take that the wrong way.
I can see that.
They take it the wrong way, and I'd be so disappointed. Like, I literally was just trying to be like
your friend.
Your friend, that's it. And so I don't feel like I don't flirt. In my opinion, I'm not flirty, but they just take that the wrong way.
I can see that. I used to have that issue growing up. And my one girlfriend used to say, they no, don't want none. I'd be like, but all I did was be nice to a person. And now in their mind, we about to be together. And I'm like, no, that's not it. So yeah, I can definitely understand that. What is one thing you'll never do again?
Drugs. Like,
oh Lord.
I don't do drugs, guys. I just seen the opening and I jumped in there.
I did not see that coming at all. I was like,
wait, what?
Wait, right. Put my head around what?
What is something I won't do? I won't ride another.
Okay.
I don't think I would. I don't think.
I can see that.
Yeah. What this?
Oh yeah.
I was scared on the little kitty thing.
Girl, you see, I ain't get on
my
nothing.
whole life flash before
you
my
see,
eyes.
I ain't get on nothing because I don't.
I was
with
like,
them.
this is.
I don't find my stomach being upset fun.
I thought my whole life was over.
So the one thing that I will never do again, I think you probably know, ride a helicopter. Talk about life fish before your eyes, girl. That thing, I didn't realize. So I don't have a problem with flying in airplanes. I've even been on like smaller jets. But that helicopter, you felt every turn, bump, lean. It was just horrible. Like, I just was like, I can't. No. And the crazy part was, I'm the one who set it up for us to go. Initially, Sean said no. But no, I still set it up. And I mean, it was nice. Like the outcome was nice because we flew over top of Las Vegas at night when it was lit up. So it was like the scenery was nice and all of that. But girl, I'm holding onto his arm and I'm like, I don't know why I did this. When the helicopter turned, the whole thing. So mind you, he's turning this left, and I'm at the door, girl, and I'm holding on because I feel like I'm gonna fall out of the thing. But yeah, it was never again.
It was an experience.
It's off my bucket list. I'm good with that.
I never wanted to.
I always want to do stuff until it's time to do it. So, all right, I'm gonna just throw this out there. What's something on your bucket list so that you want to do? That ain't even a question, I don't think, but I'm gonna ask it.
You may not believe this, but I don't have a bucket list.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to go up in a hot air balloon. I want to so bad.
I have control issues.
Yeah, I can see.
So I can't control that hot air balloon. I have no idea how it works. Can't control a helicopter. Don't fly helicopters. Even when I go like to catch a plane to go somewhere, I have a bit of anxiety because I have no. Yeah. So I don't honestly know
It ain't nothing that you want.
It may change.
Yeah,
I never sat down and be like, only thing that I want to do before I pass away is make the amount of money that I want to make and live that type of lifestyle that I want to live. But there's no
right. No, it's not. You just, I mean, that's your bucket list to live a life of freedom in real life. That's what freedom.
I want to be able to.
That's what that's called, freedom.
Yep.
Free to do what you want when you want, make the money that would. You're comfortable. I get it.
Yep. So that's maybe a bit shallow for some people, but when you have grown up and had lived a life where you had to, juggle so much, like. For me, I don't want to be kids or grandkids.
Generational.
Yes. Great grandkids. Great grandkids. I want them to know who I am. Oh, well, we got this because my grandmother,
Grandma did.
Yeah, she did such and such. That's one of. I don't have the plan though. the plan to get there.
It's a question on here
for it, but
that I wasn't even going to include. But do you think money is important?
Yes, money is totally important. First of all, we can't survive without it. It's a necessity that we must have, right? And there's a lot of things that we wouldn't have to deal with if we had money. Although there are different type of problems that come with having money, right? But I just think that being wealthy is a way to break a lot of generational curses and families, impoverished mindsets. Kind of like you said, that freedom not only free up to be able to do the things that you want to do, but it frees your mind in the things that you accomplish and what you look forward to. Because you think about people who have money, if they lost it. It'd be sad, but they I know how to make this back. But when you've never made that, they say is once the first goal was to make $1 million. The second goal was to save $1 million. If you can do that, when they say the harder thing is to make that first $1 million. Once you have the plan for that, then it becomes a little easier. I mean, that's a lot to do with your mindset.
Your mindset and the I don't feel like the system is really set up for everybody.
It's not
to make it.
That's why you call it the 1%.
Yeah, yeah. Because yesterday it was yesterday, and I was saying because I was that wasn't yesterday, but it was the other day. But I was talking about paying back student loan debt, and I was like, so they let me take out $100,000 in student loans. But if I went to apply for a $10,000 business loan, it would be null and void.
Exactly.
So. It's definitely the system is not set up for us, for everybody to be a part of. The
1%.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely think that money is important. Like you said, your way of life. You know, I think money becomes a problem in people. I always say money doesn't have value and value.
The value that you add.
Yeah, meaning if you're willing to take someone's life over.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't mean that much.
Yeah. So it's one of those things money could fix a lot of people's problems, but then money has to be it's a fine line, but it's definitely important.
Yeah.
I mean, I get up and go to work for it every day, even if I don't leave the house. But
and even when you don't want to, you still got to.
Yeah. What about life? What about your? Is it my turn or yours? What about your life would you like to be remembered for?
I would like to be remembered for being that that go to. I like to support my friends and family. I like to be there. I would like to be remembered for the kind heart that I had.
Okay.
And that I was the.
Kind of similar. Because I've always been that person for my family, my friends. But I really, and I, a wife and mother, like just being a good wife and mother. And I know I'm so much bigger than that. Like it doesn't just stop there. But right now, at this season of my life, so like that's what's important. Making sure, you know, taking care.
Absolutely nothing wrong.
No, I never would have thunk it for myself. I was a wild child, if y'all can't tell.
Yeah. Funny. What's your definition of wife is? Something different from someone else, from somebody else. So that, like for me, that would mean that I want to be home sitting, cooking and cleaning all day.
No, right.
No,
right.
Some women may want that, but
yeah. And that's okay.
Yeah.
So okay. Let me give you this. Today, a friend of mine had posted on Facebook. Came across something else in the mess. It was a meme and it said men don't have a problem providing for women. Men have a problem with a woman who can't provide for herself, demanding a provider. And my response was, well, what difference does it make? If you're gonna provide, you're gonna provide. If you're not, you're not. Like I don't understand what all these stipulations and stuff is. Mm-hmm. Like I don't.
I think it's or she.
It was a guy,
but yeah, it's gonna be simple. I think it's double A.
Yeah. I mean, but see, it goes back to, I guess for me, it was one of those things where I'm like, there are men who want stay-at-home women. That's what they want. Yeah. So if that's what, so naturally, if she's a stay-at-home, she's really not going to be able to provide for herself because she doesn't have an income. Like, she's not going to work. So that, like you said, it was just such a blanket statement. Mm-hmm. I was like, what? Right.
Just make sure that the person that they get is what fits that.
But see, no, because and that's where I started to go with it. But I was like, I don't even feel like the back and forth. But that's where I started to go with it because you know what I always say. No, the problem is you go after the woman who, you get what I'm saying, who is that way, and then you want to change her mindset. Yeah. No, that's you knew that going in.
Yeah.
And vice versa. When we do it too. Yeah. We go after these men who clearly say that they don't want XYZ, but you gonna make them want XYZ, girl, if you don't get on.
Yes.
And leave that way it's at.
Exactly.
And find you somebody who want what you want.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. What was the question?
Absolutely.
What was the question? How did we get over there? I didn't say.
What you want people to remind you?
Remember you for? Oh, because we were talking about being a wife. And okay. All right. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Because I think I didn't pick like 3.
Have any pet peeves?
I do. I don't like spit. Like, I don't like when people do that. I can't even do it. I don't like it. It irritates me. Oh, girl, I don't like none of that. Like, I don't like if Sean has to spit, he'll be like, hold your ears. Because I do not like.
Hawk it up.
Yes. Oh, my God, girl. Yeah. That thing will make me, I throw up in my mouth a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I do not like it. Spit is, oh, God, that is the worst thing to me. I don't like it.
All right.
That's my peeve.
For me, my pet peeve is put the daggone cat back on. Like, I hate when the toothpaste tube is
crooked. That's so stupid.
Yeah, like,
why don't you just push it up from the bottom?
Yeah, I don't like that.
I dropped the top in the sink yesterday, and I stood there like I was so disgusted with myself. I was like, what do I do now?
Yeah. So that's one, and I'm big on cleaning rags for cleaning.
Oh, yeah.
And use the inside burn for the inside.
Yeah.
The outside burn for the outside.
Yeah.
We don't cross contaminate.
I feel like somebody must do that.
Yeah.
You said that with your chest.
Yes.
You ain't gonna be coming for my friend.
They used to do that.
I know. I can believe it. I can
To.
believe it. Because that thing don't
I
care.
was like, wait a minute, was that
Did you sweep up leaves in the kitchen with the same broom?
No, we not doing that.
Hey, yo. Why did I know that you were talking about? I knew it. That is hilarious.
So that's one of my pet peeves. And I don't like for people to back eat.
When they eat.
That yeah, that does something to me. And feet.
Oh yeah, I knew the
about
feet. I already knew the feet. I thought that's what you were gonna
Keep
lead
your
with.
toes off of me.
I thought that's what you were gonna lead with, actually.
All right.
What else we got? Oh, we did pet peeve. All right, how did you meet your romantic partner?
So
The first and the second time.
the first and the second time, okay. So I touched on that earlier, like we were
Right.
in high school. But I can't remember like how we first like engaged. But this time around, he'll lie and say that I was in his DM, but he was really in mine.
Hey, yo!
He said in a minute, like, you was in my DM. I was like, no, I was not. You know? And he, the fact that he see me doing like business stuff to kind of bait me in.
Bait you back in.
Mm-hmm.
I got somebody I want you to meet because I think y'all will work. He told me that a lot of times before I actually met you. I was like, okay.
and so that's how we kind of reconnected.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, business stuff, you know, about this program
Yeah.
going on. Like it's in the same vein as what I do, you know.
Right.
And yeah.
Okay. All right, and the rest is history. They're now married.
My boo. How about you?
So I met my husband. Girl, I was Kina, one of our other co-hosts. I don't know if you all remember. She was a couple episodes back. She came in, which is also my cousin. Her old man is my husband's barber. Okay, so her fiance used to host these Monday night football events at this little place, and I used to bartend. Okay, so this night in particular, Sean comes in. He comes up to the bar. He orders a drink. I make him a drink. Okay. Now, mind you, he's an introvert, so he had to have a couple drinks before he actually got the nerve to come over there and talk to me. But not only that, he met a female there. Now, till this day, he swear they were just friends. But let me just tell y'all, yeah. I don't know. I can only take his word, but I just know that she was fit to be tied with me. And I'm like, I don't even know what's happening. You know, I don't have nothing to do with nothing. But long story short, he came up and he tried to get my phone number. And at first I was like, because I wasn't, like, I was in a place with myself where I was not really looking to meet anybody. And then Keenan was like, he's so nice. Da, 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 da. Woo, woo, woo. Because that's her cousin, girl. That's her cousin. She don't play about her, boy. She don't play about Sean. So, yeah. I ended up giving him my phone number. And then we went out a couple times. Broke up a couple times. Now we going on 5 years of marriage.
There we go.
Yeah. The rest is history. Did we check it off? Is it hot in here?
Yes, it's very warm.
What is happening?
I thought it was.
No, my forehead hot. I feel like the heat coming out the sea. What is going on?
Roasted.
Yes.
Want to open fire?
I hear something.
It's a heater.
It's on?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Oh, Jesus. What is happening? What is happening?
Turn it off?
Yes, turn it off, please. Because I can't take it. All right. That's better. What we got? What is your favorite holiday movie? And I guess I'm gonna say any holiday. Unless you want to do Christmas since we're so close to Christmas. Okay, so my favorite holiday Christmas movie is A Christmas Story. Girl, poke your eye out. I love that movie. When the little boy stick his tongue to the pole, they all running. He be like, "Oh, baby, come back." I love that guy. Oh, I swear I do. And I just love Christmas movies as a whole. Like I can literally watch them all. I've been watching the last couple of nights. I even Will Sean and he watched a couple with me.
Yeah.
So we just been in here running the show ourselves.
Say no name.
Yeah, crawling. We not live. We not.
Yeah, you are.
Why is it not showing up? It's not showing up. I know what you're saying, but it's not showing up on our. YouTube? It's not showing up here. Ain't no. Don't be taking stuff out. Well, right now, because it wasn't doing. You know what you're on.
See, and now we unlive.
Are we? Because you just rolled over the cord.
No.
Oh, and make sure he starts your eat up on you. What you was out there eating? You smell like food, and you sucking your teeth. Might as well have a toothpick hanging out your mouth. What is happening? Anyway, what's our next question? Your holiday movie. What is your favorite holiday? Oh Lord, she ain't got a bucket list. She ain't got no holiday movies. Who hurt you?
Listen, you took the words out of my mouth. I'm about to say, listen. From when?
How you get there?
See?
I don't know how he's eating.
And it ain't live. It's delayed.
Don't hurt her. Don't hurt her. I think because I lived in the survival so long, there is a lot of things that I just don't have. Now, like this guy I know that makes me like books, stuff like that. And I learned that stuff to pass that class,
right,
and that's it. So no, I don't have a favorite Merry Christmas around that.
Right.
This, that, and the other. However, I can say my favorite thing a holiday is I like to see all of my kids.
Okay.
That could be maybe not a movie.
I got you.
But maybe the best day for me. Ask me what a perfect day would look. It was like I saw all my kids today. Husband, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
That would be a
I can
So
see that.
that's how holidays always times for me. Really like, not necessarily, whatever we decide
I
to
know
do,
what you mean.
you know, most of the time, younger drinking time, like coming over, everybody coming, we go and get some drinks, play some drinking games, like eat food, like just the festivities.
Got that. Um, overlooking it right in my face. I was going to do at some point. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. If you had to write a book about one thing, what would that topic be?
Um, it would be anything self-exploratory and um
I think mine's about myself. I feel like from yep.
yeah, I agree.
Oh,
How would you describe your job or career?
I sure. I don't even know if they really know. Like I think, I mean, like I'm a paralegal. I think they know what my title is, but I don't think they really know what that entails. So I don't know that my like. I don't think that either one. I mean, my father's gone, but
Right.
my mom, I don't think they could actually like really describe what I do because I can't even really put into words what
A lot,
exactly I
yeah.
do. Yeah, so
So my mom wouldn't be able to tell you because she asked me randomly ever so often, "What you do again?
right,
Explain it to me."
right,
And I explained it to her, and she like,
okay,
"How'd you get into that?" And I was
right.
like, "I've only been in this in this industry for the last 20 some
right.
years, but I just fell into it evidently, right?" But my mom would always be like, "You tired? You need to find a new job." If she gonna explain any type of way, she gonna be like, "My daughter need to find a new job because she always tired and wear me out." That's what she gonna describe it as. Too much.
And see, and that's funny because I have been in my field for what 20, 23 years, and but like you, I kind of fell into it. I did not go in with that intention. It was like I was 21. I wanted an office job. I knew I didn't want to work in nobody, and I got a receptionist at a law firm. Now, I will say, growing up, I always wanted to be. That's what made me. But
That was
then
one of my goals.
I got into it, and then I was like, oh, this, and then I went to school for it, and now it's what I'm doing. And I've been fortunate enough to kind of practice in different areas. Yeah, I started out doing one thing, went to something else, and now I'm working on the other side of it. So
That's the same. It's true in this industry, but roles help you build.
yeah. Um, what time is it? We running up on time yet? About 45. How long we in? 38 minutes.
38 minutes.
What's next? Oh, okay. This is a good one. See, this one will get deep. What would you tell your 18-year-old self if you talk to them today?
Girl, walk on by him. Keep trucking. Seriously, I would tell my 18-year-old self, to put education first, and I would tell that you, because nobody ever told me that I couldn't, but nobody told me that
reassured you
that I could. So I would tell myself that those dreams are achievable.
okay. And I would tell my 18-year-old self, do not move out of your parents' house next year. Your black ass home. I ain't gonna hold you. I would though. That would be first and foremost. Next year when you start thinking you grown and you want to do what you want to do, stay there. Make some more money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would also tell myself, don't have to know it all. Meaning, like I tell Corey all the time, I don't expect you at 18. It's like you turn 18, it's like this magic number, especially in the black community. 18 is out. My parents did not do that. I chose to leave because I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And they was not allowing that up in their house. So, but that seems to be like this magic number. Like for some reason, when you turn 18, all of a sudden you this responsible person that just know what you're supposed to do, what you want to do. You know what I mean? And at 18, I don't expect my child to know what she wants to do for the rest of her life. I thought I was supposed to know because that's what you're kind of fed. But I mean, you graduate high school. I graduated high school when I was 17. So I really thought I was grown by the time I was 18. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, I would really tell my 18-year-old self, like, you don't have to know what you want to do with it. You don't know what you want to do with the rest of your life. Because what I went to school for straight out of high school is not what I'm doing right now currently at this age. So, those two things. Don't move out your parents' house next year, and you don't have to know what you want to do. You can have an idea, but you don't have to. And it's okay to change your mind. If what you do, let's say when I was 18, I wanted to do X, Y, Z. And I changed my mind. That's okay. So, definitely don't move out your parents. Oh, and I can't say that enough. Got my tail home. I had the life. John. I had the life. I wanted to move out and pay bills. What kind of sense does that even make? I don't get it. I mean, my parents did something right because I have never been set out. I've never had to go back home. But I'm like, I really could have stayed. Like, my parents were not the type that would have kicked me out. Ever. So, I didn't have my first kid till I was 30. So, it wasn't like I'd have brought no babies in their house. They would have been perfectly fine with me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so 18-year-old self, stay home. It ain't all that fun. Adulthood is the worst hood out here.
It is. Ghetto.
It's ghetto as can be, girl.
I was just telling how I
Right.
I guess I should call my mom right now.
Girl, who you telling? I'm bringing my husband and the kids. But you know what? She'll be like, okay, come on.
Mm-hmm. That part. Mm-hmm. As long as we got enough space.
Right. We might have to get a bigger house for all of us, but okay.
That's what she already on anyway.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's see. All right, if you could predict your life. It says, can you predict what your life will be like in 10 years? But I'm going to say, if you could predict it. What do you see? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Where do I see myself?
Where would I want to be?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On to my age.
Mm-hmm.
In 10 years, I would like to have already reached or obtained that goal that I want, my financial goal.
Mm-hmm.
And
excuse me.
Career-wise, I would be working full time in my business, not having to supplement income from anywhere else, like far as having to work at somebody else's job. I see myself closer to God, and I see my ministry blossom.
Okay. Yes, yes. That's it.
I mean, of course, a healthy marriage, family, kids, stuff like that.
Okay.
And being able to, that wealth will for me to be able to travel. Because when I was younger, I never thought about traveling. I was like a single teenage mom. I wasn't thinking about traveling. I was thinking about paying them bills and making ends meet and making sure the kids have what they had to do.
Right.
Have everything they needed to done. So now, like, I don't know where I want to go, but I know I want to just have my husband like, let's try here. I want to go. I want to be able to go.
Okay.
And take the kids.
Well, in 10 years. Okay, so in 10 years, Corey will be grown. Finish college if she decides to go. I plan to be retired because honestly, I plan on being at my job long enough for them to pay off my student. I'm just being real, you know. Let's be clear. I don't plan on working until I'm 100. It's just not.
Absolutely not.
And once I am able to do that, so they'll get they'll get some time out of me. But once I am able to do that, Sean and I are going to buy an RV and travel. That's my goal. In 10 years, I should be on the road, calling y'all, sending y'all postcards if we still have that.
Oh, I'm gonna meet you there. We gonna meet you there.
Well, we gonna get a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom
that works.
RV then, and y'all can just have to hit the road with us.
That works.
Tell me that doesn't sound awesome, John.
I want an RV though. That's one of my goals.
3-bedroom.
You know, have you seen it? Yeah, I need an extra bedroom.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, she gonna have to come with us. But have you seen them?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I actually that's one of that's on my list. I want one.
Awesome.
Yeah,
because my husband like to go camping. He can sleep outside, but
I'm not sleeping
on
outside.
the inside.
I'm not sleeping outside.
He keeps telling me that's not camping.
It's not, but I don't care.
I'll sleep by the window. If you want to sleep outside, we could talk. I open the window. I'm not sleeping out there.
No, I don't want to sleep outside. I've done that. It was okay.
Oh, thank you.
But I like the camping that like Sean and I did recently for our anniversary.
Nice, yeah.
We went to it was in Virginia. They have these it's called getaways, but they're little tiny like homes almost. So they have a bed, they have a stove, they have a bathroom. But you have everything outside. Like, you have your fire pit, like, all that kind of stuff out there. So, yes.
And they have bears, too, though.
Yeah, it was bears. Like, so we're walking through the woods, right? I got to show you the video, Joe, and it's the funniest thing ever. We're walking through the woods, and we see, like, this pile of bear dung. And Sean turned around so fast. When I tell you, he said, oh, hell no. It was like, we're not going any further. Let's go. And I'm talking about, it's probably a dog.
It's a huge dog.
It's a huge dog. He was like, no, we are not doing that. Oh my word. But it was nice. Like, I like the concept of camping because, like, especially with it just being the two of us, it was really like, you ain't had no choice but to like each other and talk to it. You know what I mean? Like, you really get to reconnect. He finally got to beat me at phase 10, which has never happened in history. You know, I owe him a game. But yeah, my RV is what that's what we've planned. So by that time I'll be about 54. So by 55 I'm on the road. You heard me. Pew.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, one more. Then we're gonna wrap it up. John, You pick it. If it has a check next to it, it means we already asked it.
Or unless you have another question.
Yeah, unless you have another question.
You have something that you can just something about us. Something that would help
That's a little personal.
people
Which
get
one?
to know us. Yeah.
Which parent are you closer to?
Nah.
I'm gonna go through.
He said we don't want to go through
That's a
that.
lot of baggage.
Right, that's deep. So give us a good one. That's not deep.
All right. What city would you live in if you could live anywhere in the world?
Oh, anywhere in the world. Venice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Italy.
I'm not a good person to answer that question.
Anywhere in the world. Like
Yeah, but
literally
I don't
anywhere.
know. I never.
In the middle of nowhere.
Bro, like I
You ain't gotta go nowhere.
I'm telling you that that's something that never crossed my mind.
Well,
I
think
don't
about
know.
it.
I don't know enough about other cities.
You ain't gotta know nothing about nothing.
Well, if I want to live there, I should know why.
But see,
You're
no,
right.
because now
You're right.
because now she's being too logical with shit.
I'm
Let's
just-
say you ain't never seen nothing on TV and be like, oh, like you ain't never been. I don't know if you've ever been to New York City, but you know what New York City is. You know about New York City, I'm sure. So, like, I would actually, if it was in the States, Phoenix, Arizona, out the country, Venice, Italy. I actually was moving to Phoenix, Arizona.
I would actually like to move to Alaska.
Okay.
Like, the wilderness of Alaska,
Okay, right.
not the
Right, not what
like
you see on
Anchorage,
TV.
You know,
Mhm.
I would like to live in the wilderness.
Good for you.
I used to want to live in Seattle, Washington,
Yeah, I did
but it
too.
rains
I did
a
too.
lot there. Yeah.
That was
Like,
someplace I wanted to go.
When I was in my 20s, it was like up and coming. Like, it was really good for 20-somethings. Single, you know what I mean? But,
So, see, nothing,
I don't have
nowhere.
anything for you. Baltimore City. I have nothing for you.
like PG County.
right. You don't even want to move outside of Baltimore.
No, I'm not saying I don't want to move outside of Baltimore. I ain't saying that part.
You never thought.
So, all right, if
I've
you
never-
move out of Baltimore, where would you move to?
I don't know.
Oh, shit.
That's the thing.
I mean, it makes sense because that's how her mind
even,
works.
even in
Anyway.
a fantasy, like you
I
know,
don't. My
Not
mind
nowhere?
doesn't work like that. Everything is
Calculated.
logical and calculated.
I got the same mind too, but
Oh yeah, but yours.
I've
is-
always wanted.
But see, I don't want to go where it's cold at. Okay? Anywhere is warm. How about that?
But wait a minute, and in Alaska, isn't it like dark?
Yeah, it's like
It gets dark.
Like 10 o'clock in the
it
morning,
depends
it's like-
on-
Yeah, it's
no.
It depends on
Like
how
1 hour
how
of
far,
daylight.
how far north you go.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, where's 1 hour daylight? That's John. No, John. I want to
I'm
go.
gonna give a shit. I'll be in the house.
Right. No.
Not in the house,
We
sleep.
need some springtime.
I'll be alright.
Lord.
No. However, I always wanted to live on a farm.
Okay.
That's not a city. So that's-
Okay, but fine. But
You really have to
okay.
live on a farm in Baltimore.
I know that much. But that wasn't your question. So y'all know I'm a very
So-
literal person.
You can live anywhere,
You say any city,
any city.
but that's what I'm saying.
There are cities that have farms.
But I don't know none of them.
Oh shit.
Get together.
You can go to Harford County and find you a farm.
You
So we're
like
gonna send
together.
you to Bel Air. She going to Bel Air, Maryland, y'all.
That's not a city.
Bel Air is a city in Maryland.
It's a county.
No, Harford is the county. Bel Air is the
Well,
city.
there
Lord
we
Jesus,
go.
she right. She don't
See,
know.
I don't know.
I
know
cannot
that.
deal with you.
Where you want to move? Harford County?
Right, but Bel Air is a
Oh,
city.
Bel Air is a
within.
city. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I do know that. But I don't.
That's where a lot of the farmland is.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to move to Bel Air. So I don't know. Listen, I'm probably getting on y'all nerves like I'm getting on my own nerves
No,
right now.
I mean,
However, I don't.
because I know how your mind works, it doesn't surprise
When you
me. I'm
say
just
a
like,
city,
yeah.
then I think of like urban.
We need to find you some farmland.
Yes, you need to do that. Y'all gonna have to live there with me though.
No, I want. So I wouldn't mind living on a
We
farm.
can't stay there, but we can find it for you.
Y'all, I said y'all.
No,
I
she
know.
said-
I
no,
said
she
y'all
said she
gonna
wanted
have
to stay with
Y'all gonna have to live.
I'll take care of the horses.
Yes, because
I will take care of the horses.
I'm not messing with no animals.
I love horses. I always say when I make money, when I get some real money, first thing I'm buying is a horse. But I gotta have a house with a stable because I don't want to have it somewhere else. It has to live with me.
I always wanted to live on the farm.
Awesome.
I don't care about like fashion and stuff. I just want to kick around some jeans, some boots, some slippers, some socks, whatever. I want that's my thing.
But see, that's why I always call myself a city country girl, because I do like country. Like I like to be barefoot and, but I do like fashion. So I mean, I'm a little bit of both. Like I'm gonna have one.
Be a bougie farmer.
Yeah, pretty much. That's gonna be me.
No.
That's gonna be me.
That's not gonna be me. I'm gonna be like, sis, like, come on, let's get down in this mud.
I can get down in the mud.
Not with
Even
your
when,
clothes
yes,
on.
I can. Because even when I was young, like that's what my mother used to. I would literally climb a tree in a dress. Like it was what it was. You know. But yeah, I can still get in the mud. But I'm gonna look good while doing it.
Right. So I get out there and throw some hay bundles around, or some small hay bundles, you know.
Because hay is heavy.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, that would be me. Like, getting up, I don't have to work that. It's, you know, I'm financially great. And I can get up. I mean, I can feed the animals, but I ain't grooming them. But I want to have, like, a farm with, like, a few animals. I want to have a pond. I want to have, you know.
What your husband's for? He can groom.
What?
He can groom
Exactly. Not me.
I'll take care of the horses.
So not a city, but yeah.
Okay. It's close enough.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take it. No, it was good, though. That was a good answer. All right. Well, to wrap up today's episode, I guess we won't have any takeaways. I mean, I have learned some things about you today.
That I don't know what a city is.
What?
Just joking.
You're smarter than the average bear.
No, I just didn't think of it as the city, even though it's a city.
Right.
You know.
I got what you're saying. All right, but next week we will continue the Q&A. This was kind of fun. We're kind of, you know, doing something different for the month of December, getting ready for the holidays.
Yes.
And today's episode was produced by our producer, John Williams.
John.
Of Infinite Social Solutions, where they specialize in website registration, social media management, website hosting, and computer repair.
And living in Alaska.
Yeah, living in Alaska. You can contact John Williams, owner and IT specialist, with any inquiries at 443-681-9306 or by email at info@infsocialsolutions.com. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you again next week live at 6 p.m. Ish. Yes.
That's what I was waiting on.
I mean, we be here. It just be, you know. Good night, all. Bye.
Bye.
I like the ish on the end. That was perfect. Because definitely.